Okay, New York and Asia session done. Didn't have a good New York session. Took a number of losses. I'll go over what I took. So took one on AUDCAD. AUDCAD hard time frame breakout levels yesterday were all bearish. Peak buys were bearish as well. We're in a fake out retracement on the 3 months. We broke out, flipped the breakout level, faked out the low. This is a fake out retracement move, a bullish one. And then I don't want to reverse that move unless I get a monthly fake out. So we did fake out the previous month here. This allows me to reverse this move. And then we also flipped that monthly breakout level. So this is a pullback entry pattern, simple entry pattern here. This is a pullback one. Breakout, flip the breakout level, faked out the high, that's a fake out retracement, and then getting below that breakout level is a re-breakout. So we have directional bias on the monthly. This allows me to reverse this 3 months trader's move. So I was looking for sells yesterday. So on the monthly here, we're below that monthly breakout level, and we're also below the weekly breakout level. We have 2 time frame alignment, and I saw that price was just getting crunched up here, stuck in a range. And right at New York session, I don't trade the first hour, I trade the second hour, start of the new H8 bar. We broke out of that range, and I was looking for a breakout. So daily breakout levels bearish, H8 breakout level is bearish as well, and we're breaking out with a trend breakout. I dropped down to the M5 in New York. I trade a little more aggressively, and I took a 1 bar stop right here, and I was targeting the previous month low. So I was targeting that previous month low, not the current previous month low, but yesterday's previous month low. I saw price get down to that week range low, and we got stuck there a bit. 2 opposite facing fake out bars that's stuck in a range, but hard time frames are all pushing down. Aussie pairs actually were all dropping, and so I did hold through that. Took a nice trade on Aussie Swiss earlier in the day, and I wanted Aussie CAD as a continuation move. So price continued on down, and then I saw this inside bar in the M15. Whenever I see a range inside bar, I extend the previous bar's highs and lows, and that becomes a range. Saw that, and we were close to the previous month low, and I considered taking partials here, and we're also on the last day of the month. Usually there's always going to be some sort of retracement, so I did consider taking partials here, but in the end I opted not to. I think I got a little bit greedy, thought that this would continue on, and instead there was a strong M15 bar that ended up taking me out. So I went break even at this range and got taken out. And so I never like to give back this much. This is about 4.5, 5 hour move, and I gave it all back. And that kind of set the tone for the rest of my session. Hate when that happens. I don't mind giving back profit, but when I have a signal to take my partials, this range, as well as a day, usually I will always take partials at this sort of price action, but I opted not to. I got a little bit greedy yesterday. So yeah, that set the tone for my session. So I ended up losing my patience a little bit on the other setups here. Took one on EURUSD. So Aussie CAD was a break-even trade. EURUSD, hard time frame breakout levels were mostly bullish. We're below that daily breakout level. Peak bias I think we're bullish yesterday. On the 3 months, we broke out below, faked out the low here. That's a breakout reversal. And then flipping the breakout level is a false breakout. Monthlies are also in breakout. We have the breakout level right here. Faked out the low. That's a breakout reversal. Counter trend breakout. Flipping that breakout level is a false breakout. And I was looking for a continuation move. So this is a breakout setup. I trade these on false breakouts, and I'm basically looking for a pullback continuation. So in this case, on the weekly, we have the weekly breakout level down here. So I'm trading a continuation pullback. Breakout level is below. And price came up, faked out the high, came down, faked out the low, and I was looking for this breakout continuation move up. So these blue trades on my charts, this means I can drop down to lower time frames and look for a aggressive entry. And dropping down, I went down to the daily, and I was looking for a move back up. So we were below that daily breakout level. This should have been the signal for me not to take this, but in the end, I kind of got tricked into this move here. We have the H8 breakout level here, faked out the H8 low, and then we flipped that breakout level. I think I took this one over here. So once we flipped that breakout level, I wanted to get in early because higher time frames all pushing up. Thought I'd get in a bit more aggressively. and I can't remember which one I took. I dropped down to the 5 seconds on this one, and I ended up taking sizing into the position. I think I took 3 or 4 positions. I think it was somewhere around here. I took 3 or 4, and I took them properly, but in the end, it came down and took all those positions out. So this technically should not have been a trade because we're below that daily breakout level. I should have been waiting for price to get above, but because I got annoyed at this move here, I kind of was a little bit more aggressive in taking Euro USD. So in the end, took a loss on Euro USD, a number of losses. I always hate when I take a number of losses when I'm trying to size in because it messes up my win rate. But when I size in on lower time frames, it's very small position size, so it didn't do any damage at all, and I managed to stay out of it the rest of the way. So took a loss on Euro USD, and then I took a loss as well on NAS. So NAS hard time frame breakout levels all bearish. Everything bearish basically on NAS, and I was just looking for a continuation move. 8:30 NY equity open. I was looking for a pullback to the highs. I think I was looking for a fake out of the H8 high over here. It did fake out the H4 high, so I did see that, and I was considering taking a move here, but it moved too fast for me, so broke out below. So was a little bit annoyed at that, and then so I had no choice but to wait for the pullback. Drop down to the 15 seconds. This is where I trade. Was timing an entry on that 15-minute bar. And was looking for some entry over here. So took one over here. It doesn't show the momentum bar, momentum timeframes because it only can show a limited amount. But I took these all perfectly. Took one over here, breakout reversal. So I think we had the breakout level probably somewhere, and then faked out the high, and then so took one entry here, stop loss. Took another entry here, stop loss. So and then once we got above this H8 high, this is when I stopped taking entries on NAS. So this one, I'm okay with this one. This is a valid move for me. In my opinion, it's a valid move. Higher time frames pushing down. Everything was pushing down. Didn't see any reason. Actually, now that I look at, we did get stuck at that monthly breakout level. So this is probably something I should have took note of. But even without that, I was still okay with this. So I'm fine taking losses on this one, but the Euro USD one, definitely I should not have been in this trade. So yeah, took losses on this, and then that was it. Done with the session. So break even on AUDCAD, loss on Euro USD, loss on NAS. And then today's session, I did a live on this one. Took a breakout of this over here. I think this video is going a bit long for a recap. So you can just watch that Asia session video to see exactly what I was doing. But basically, higher time frame breakout levels all pushing up. Peak buys, I think we're all pushing up as well. We're stuck in a range consolidation here, and I was looking for a breakout. And I can't remember which time frame I took it on, but essentially I just ended up taking this breakout. And I took 2 positions here, sized into this, and my target was this H8 high. So once I saw this fake out of the H8 high, this is when I ended up taking some partials. And luckily, I did take partials because price came down and took out all my positions now. So took 7R in this move. Nice gold trade in Asia, and that was it. Yesterday, another thing that got me a bit annoyed is that I missed the oil trade. It was a very nice oil trade yesterday, and I just did not watch that. For some reason, oil used to be one of the pairs that I always focus on, but for some reason, I haven't really been looking at it much recently. But yesterday gave a nice breakout trade right here. Breakout, flipped that breakout levels, fake out retracement, and then broke out. That's a trend breakout, and then getting above that high. This would have been a really nice breakout trade. So that was another thing that got me a little bit annoyed. So yesterday, not a good session for me in New York. Still ended the day in profit because I had a really nice Aussie Swiss trade, but ended New York session in a loss, but very small loss. Again, I don't, when I'm trading these small time frames, I don't put in big size. And that's it. Not going to be trading London today. I got some event to do, and then not sure about New York. I'll see about that. All right, so that's it.